second night I've dreamt about you, babe. I don't know how
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today is Friday and it is my official graduation date. If you're new to my channel and you don't know, I had to take an extra semester when I was diagnosed with cancer, so I am graduating in the fall, and I'm just gonna do this quick intro because I have to get it set up. They're doing like a virtual convocation, just setting that up now. But I'm gonna take you along today with all the celebrations and trying not to think about appointments and all that kind of stuff. Just have today be a celebration. Ta-da! And yes, my name's Rebecca.
Becky Boo.
So we finished the graduation ceremony and my mom surprised me. She put together a video of a lot of my close family and friends wishing me well and good messages, and that was really nice. So if any of you are watching this, thank you so much. And I was really surprised and it meant a lot to me. It was quite a long video too, which was really nice to watch, and I'll probably watch it again today. But now we're gonna eat lunch. Nice. We set up the table. My nanny got me some roses. Very pretty. And red is my school's color, so that's why we're doing red. And we got some, my mom got some cupcakes from this place. I made these little cupcake, what are they called? Sticks?
Cupcake sticks.
For the cupcakes that I'll put in later. But it's from Buddha Belly Bakery, so they're gluten-free and dairy-free. And they're Nanaimo bar flavored cupcakes. So I'm very excited for those.
And they also had some cookies.
So everything they make is gluten-free and dairy-free.
Snickerdoodle and
s'mores.
s'mores.
Mmm.
And I got you pierogies and everything but the bagel.
Everything bagels.
Everything bagel.
Because it's the bagel.
Bagels. So.
I don't think I showed the shirt before. And turn around. So she's wearing that today. I made that for her birthday. You can turn around.
Just a little proud.
Even though you needed a new lover, even though you feel like you should move on, you know that I still love you like no other. There's a reason that you shouldn't bother trying to find another, trying to find some kind of tunnel going under. You know I'm still your lover and I'm here and I'm trying to plead and you're pushing me away, but it will be okay. Can't you see that I'm everything you need and you're gonna be okay, just as long as you were here in my ear. With our clothes all circling the cold fire, we can see the whole world, we can see the stars. And even though our whole lives we've been told all we can know we can do, we can be above the world. even though you feel like you should move on, you know that I still love you like no other. That's the reason that you shouldn't bother trying to recover when you're trying to keep it undercover. You know that I will always be your lover, and you ain't never gonna find another that's like me. Can't nobody be like me. Can't nobody ever mean everything you know I mean. And you know I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be here. With our claws all circled in the cold fire, we can see the whole world, we can see the stars. And even though all I've even told, all we can do, we can do, we can be above the
holding on to things that are changing me, thinking I knew it all, but now I see you showed me all that I could be, and with regret I turned, and now I don't know me. I've been running circles in my head, hiding things left unsaid. I think I need a hug.
So I just finished my chemo. This chemo takes like maybe 15 minutes, so I wasn't hooked up too long, and I had another nice nurse, which was really good, and I think he was really experienced because when he accessed my port, I didn't even feel it really. So that's a positive. So I am just about to leave and go home. I'm feeling pretty good, maybe a little tired, but last week it hit me in the car on the way home, so we'll see. Today it's just my mom and me, so I'm gonna call her. She's downstairs because with COVID and everything, you still can't have anyone on the chemo floor because there's so many patients that are immunocompromised, obviously, so it's safer with less people. But yeah, it went well. So it's Tuesday. Yesterday I had chemotherapy, as you would have saw, and today I do have another appointment. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit, but I got a package in the mail and I don't know what this is, so I thought I would do a little unboxing. It's a book. So this is called Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. So it says, actually I'm gonna read the note first because it did come with a note. So this is from Mary Jo, and it says, enjoy the gift, thinking of you with healing prayers for you to have perfect health. I'm sending you healing vibes with sprinkles of stardust for all the magical things for you in life, from Mary Jo. So thank you so much, Mary Jo. And I've actually been kind of in a bit of a reading slump a little bit, and I'm gonna get more into it, but with everything that's been going on, it's been really hard for me to focus on things. So I'm actually really excited to have a new book to focus on, and I think this one's gonna be really cool. So it says, things have been wrong with Mr. and Mrs. Wright for a long time. Every anniversary the couple exchanged traditional gifts, paper, cotton, pottery, tin, and every year Adam's wife writes him a letter that she never lets him read until now. Self-confessed workaholic and screenwriter Adam Wright has lived with face blindness his whole life. He couldn't recognize friends or family or even his own wife, and Amelia is sick of feeling unseen. When Adam and Amelia win a weekend away to Scotland, it might be just what their marriage needs. They both know this weekend will make or break their marriage, but they didn't randomly win this trip. One of them is lying, and someone doesn't want them to live happily ever after. So I am very excited to read this. So thank you so much, Mary Jo. And I'm going to actually put this note in the book, so when I do get to reading the book, I'll always know it's from you. So thank you so much. So I just feel like that book actually came at a perfect time because, again, lots of things are happening and a lot of things are out of my control, and I have a lot to update. So today I'm actually speaking with a psychiatrist at the cancer hospital that I go to, and I think it's necessary and I think it's important. And even though I'm very open and honest about my journey and a lot of things that have happened to me, there is still a lot of things that I haven't shared and I'm not ready to share. And it just goes with, you know, how my case has been managed and just having to advocate for myself like every single second of my cancer journey, and just feeling like I have so much weight on me to make sure that everything goes to plan and that nothing is missed. And the reason I don't really want to get into it is, one, I'm still going through it, and two, I don't want it to sound like I'm ungrateful for my team and that kind of thing. But also there's been a lot of trauma through this journey, and I know, like, if you're a cancer patient and you've been through cancer or anything medical that's been, you know, traumatizing, I think you can relate that sometimes it's really hard to process the trauma. And like I've said in my story, my first video about my cancer diagnosis, a lot of professionals didn't believe me, and I was made to feel like I was a hypochondriac, that, you know, it was just my period and that I shouldn't be worried, and a lot of invalidation. And I feel like I've held on to that feeling, you know, even after my diagnosis. And then also having to have like a hysterectomy at 21 and have to make so many big life decisions at such a young age when I wasn't really ready for that is a lot to take in. And then with all of the problems that I've had with my treatments and having to switch them, and like I said, if you're a cancer patient or you've been a cancer patient, I feel like you all can sympathize with that and understand that. But I think it's okay to ask for help, and I do feel like I need some help because, like I said, I can be pretty positive, and I'm usually pretty positive, but I think it's okay to not feel positive all the time and to process those negative emotions and, you know, feel how you're gonna feel. Like, you can't feel positive every single second of every single day, and sometimes, you know, those negative thoughts are scary, and sometimes it can be really hard to process a lot of things that happen, because also a lot of people diagnosed with cancer, it's been go, 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 and I didn't really have time in between everything that happened to really process what was going on. So now that I feel like I have some like downtime, it's all like coming back to me. And yeah, I just want to encourage everyone who's going through something like this that it's okay to ask for help, and it's necessary to ask for help. And, you know, I was feeling really embarrassed last week and the week before that, you know, I wasn't feeling as positive as I usually have been. You know, I felt weak and I felt and not very strong. But I just have to remember, you know, what people have told me. One of my friends actually told me that there's silent bravery in feeling those negative emotions and, you know, not suppressing them, because I think if you suppress them, then you're never gonna feel better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I have that appointment today, and I'm hoping that they can give me some strategies, because I was talking with a social worker and she was great, but I need some coping mechanisms and maybe some homework to do. And my social worker said that she thinks that I have great coping mechanisms, but there's just some days where like I need an extra helping hand, and then also I need someone to like really talk through it, and that goes beyond, you know, validating my feelings and just listening. I feel like I need somebody to, I don't know, do a little more. But any help is help, and I encourage you to, if you're struggling through that. I do believe a lot of cancer hospitals especially do have these services, and I'm very grateful that, you know, I do have access to a psychiatrist, because I know for a lot of people it's either very long wait times or it's very expensive to see like psychotherapists, social workers, psychologists, all of the above. Yeah, I'm grateful that I do have the service, and I'm gonna take the help that I can get. But I know that was very long-winded, but I do think it's like really important, because then also I got an email from my oncologist today that I need to see a liver specialist now, because my bilirubin is very elevated. So the normal range is between 2 and 20, and it's 82. And she doesn't think it's chemo related, and she's not sure if it's related to my myasthenia gravis. So I am going to consult my neurologist and see if it's one of my medications I'm on for that. But that's also kind of scary to feel like there may be something else wrong and that I have to see yet another specialist and explain everything, because I also have the appointment with my endocrinologist on Thursday. So it's a lot of doctors, and it can be really overwhelming, especially when I feel like there's miscommunication or lack of communication between different specialists, and I've just felt a really heavy weight of having to keep track of that, and it's a lot. So yeah, I thought I would just update you on that. And once I finish my appointment, I will update you and tell you how it goes. So I just had my psychiatry appointment, and I thought I would change up the scenery. You can see all of my cards back there. But I thought I would just update and say that I think it went really well, and I feel like I connected well with the psychiatrist. She's one of the residents at the cancer hospital that I am at. So we had an hour-and-a-half conversation. I just got to talk to her about some of the things that I've been struggling with, and she had a whole bunch of questions to ask me. And then now on Thursday morning at 8:30, we're gonna have another virtual meeting where we're gonna discuss like the plan. She's going to discuss with her superior my case, and I guess we'll go from there. So I'm feeling a bit better about it, and I'm feeling hopeful. And like I said, I connected with her really well, and I think that that's something really positive. I know in the past sometimes it's never good when you're seeing someone, whether that's a counselor, a social worker, psychotherapist, psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever, and you know, you're talking about these really personal things and you don't connect with them, and it's not very helpful. So I'm feeling very positive that I was able to connect with her. And funny enough, when she was in medical school, actually, I guess she worked under my neurologist, which is pretty cool. So like, she knows him, and she's also younger, so I think that also makes me feel like I can connect with her more, so that's a positive. But I thought I would also come on here to do a little haul of some of the supplements that I got. So like I've mentioned, I also added a naturopathic doctor to my team. So I had my first appointment with her last week, and she gave me a list of supplements to start implementing. And before I get into this, I do want to put out the disclaimer that even though these are natural health products, please don't start taking a supplement until you've talked to either your family doctor, your specialist, your naturopathic doctor, whoever that's a part of your own care team, because even though it is a natural product, natural products can also interact with medications you're on, or if you have other underlying medical conditions, they can also interact with that. That is also why I'm working with a naturopathic doctor, because they are tailoring this plan to my specific needs. So your specific needs may not be the same as my specific needs, but I thought I would share this because I do think it's interesting, and also I think naturopathic medicine and cancer, there's not a lot of conversation about, and I think that needs to change, because I'm very much about integration of, I value like the Western medicine, and obviously I'm doing chemotherapy, radiation, and listening to my oncology team, but then also having my naturopathic doctor to help me with some of the side effects and minimizing the amounts of medications that I'm on. If there's like something natural that can help me with one of these side effects, then I'm all for that. But obviously, like, if you know me, I am the type of person that if something is persisting, I will take, you know, the conventional medicine sort of thing. So like, let's say I'm having a headache. Well, I'll diffuse peppermint, but like if that's not working, I'm not going to sit there and suffer. I am going to take a Tylenol. So I just want to stress that, because I feel like there's two polar opposite ends of, there's a lot of people that, you know, think Western medicine is the only way, and then there's other people on the complete opposite side of the spectrum that think that Eastern medicine and naturopathic medicine is the all be all and no conventional medicine. But I'm very much into integration, so I did want to make that clear. And also these supplements, I am keeping every person a part of my team up to date with the supplements that I am incorporating, and I am taking this slow. So I am going to show you quite a few supplements, but I am in no means taking every single supplement all at the same time and trying them out. I'm going to be taking one at a time, implementing them into my daily routine, see how I feel, and then add another one. And also I'm going to explain the reasoning why they picked these supplements for me. First one. So the first one she recommended is acetyl L-carnitine. So this is actually an amino acid. And the reason why she wanted me to start taking this is it's been shown to help support healthy energy, the cardiovascular system. It can help with brain fog, chemo brain, and reduce neuropathy symptoms. So one of the main concerns with the chemotherapy that I've been on is numbness and tingling in my fingers and feet. So I am going to be taking this, and so far I haven't had a lot of experience with that. When I was on the old regimen before this, I did start to have a lot of that, and they would decrease the dose, but the main reason they wanted to give this to me was for my energy levels, but it can also help with neuropathy, like I said. And again, please check with your healthcare providers. Don't just go by these as recommendations, because they're not, they're just educational purposes. But anyways, let's continue. So the next one is called Gonda 600, and this is actually ashwagandha. And I feel like this is like one of those like popular supplements. Actually, when I was talking to my naturopathic doctor, she said that this is like deemed the COVID supplement, because a lot of people were buying this when the first lockdowns were starting, because it can help with like anxiety and stress and that kind of thing. So like I said, so this is like the prescription that she gave me. Ashwagandha has been shown to lessen symptoms of anxiety and stress. It can help improve sleep at night and energy during the day. It has been shown to reduce cortisol, which is our stress hormone. So the main reason why they wanted me to try ashwagandha is, I've mentioned before that I've been having trouble with falling asleep, and I've been trying different ways to like help me fall asleep, but I'm hoping that this may be able to help. And she said also that if your cortisol is lower, it can like be beneficial, like even if you're in like a stressful situation, you can handle stress better. So that's why this was suggested for me. And then the next supplement, so this one is only if I need it, so it's not one that I'll be taking every day. So it's ginger. It's called Ginger SAP. So it's basically like a potent like ginger. And what it does is it helps with nausea, which is specifically why it was recommended for me. And it says, ginger has been used for centuries as traditional medicine to alleviate nausea and vomiting from different stimuli. Clinically proven to reduce nausea and vomiting associated with chemotherapy. It can also be used to relieve digestive upset, including lack of appetite, digestive spasm, and nausea. So that will only be if I'm experiencing nausea. And like I said, if I am experiencing nausea and I'm not finding that this is helpful, I am going to take the ondansetron that was prescribed by my oncologist. And then the last one that I ordered was omega-3. So another recommendation that my naturopathic doctor gave me was to incorporate more fish into my diet for omega-3s, but she also wanted me to start taking the supplement because high doses of omega-3 fish oil has been studied in different types of cancers and associated with better tolerability to chemo treatment. It works to help reduce inflammation and pain. In addition, at this high dose, we can also get benefits to protect the heart, mood, bone support, and kidneys. So that is the last supplement. And then also they're checking my vitamin D levels in my next blood work, so if they're low, then I will be taking a vitamin D supplement. But I thought it'd just be interesting to share this with you. And one other thing I wanted to say from that is, I know it sounds like I'm justifying myself and overly explaining myself, which I know for me personally I don't have to do, but I know that there's going to be people that might not necessarily agree with me seeing a naturopathic doctor, which is fine. But that's going to be my future career, because I have found when I used to see a naturopathic doctor before this with my myasthenia gravis, like I was one of like the best places, you know, taking care of myself, taking control of my health. And my body is also very sensitive to a lot of medications, so it's sensitive in terms of I get like a lot of side effects. Like for example with the ondansetron, I get dizzy and sometimes I get like flushed cheeks, and so if I can take that ginger supplement and that works, that's great. But if it doesn't work, then I'm going to take the ondansetron because like I said, I'm not going to suffer. And I also wanted to say too that I do a lot of my own research and I keep my team very in the loop, and I'm being very smart about all of my decisions that I make that towards my health. So just wanted to add that. And if you want to add a naturopathic doctor into your care, I think that's great. And I think having a team that works together is really important, and that's what mine is. So yeah, I thought I would just clarify that, because I know, like I said before, there's very differing opinions on this kind of thing, but for my health and my well-being, I find I think it's important to have a naturopathic doctor as a part of my care, because also, like I said, that is going to be my future career. And I've mentioned this before, that in the future I want to open my own clinic and help patients thrive during their treatments. So yeah.
Holding on to things that are changing me, thinking I knew it all, but now I see you showed me all that I could be, and with regret I turned, and now I don't know me. I've been running circles in my...
So today is Thursday and I've had a pretty busy day. So yesterday I went for blood work, and I also went and took some more graduation pictures because there's a nice garden right near the hospital, my local hospital. So I went for blood work, and then when I was out taking the pictures, I wore my wig for most of them, but then I also took some without the wig, which was a little, I don't know, a little bit intimidating because I'm still not comfortable with like the length of my hair. And also, I don't know if I've mentioned yet, but the new chemo, there's some mixed opinions as to if I will lose the hair that I've grown or if it'll just thin or whatever. But my decision has been, if it starts to become painful like it did when I first lost my hair, that I'm just gonna get it shaved. But I do have quite a bit of hair now, and I'm still not super confident with it, and I still like my hats. So yeah, I will probably become maybe more confident with it, but I think it's just something I have to get used to. But anyways, there's been quite the development since I last spoke to you. So like I said, I went for the pictures, and when we were almost done taking the picture, I got a phone call from my local hospital saying that I needed to come for an ultrasound on Friday, which is tomorrow. And they weren't able to tell me what the ultrasound was for. So then I emailed my oncologist, and she said it's for the liver. So I'm getting an ultrasound on my liver, and I know it can probably be something minor, but it's still a little worrisome. But I'm trying not to jump to conclusions, and I had a pretty busy day today talking to doctors. So this morning I had a follow-up with the psychiatrist, and we put a plan in place so she's a resident psychiatrist, so I am going to be seeing her until December, and then after that I'm going to be doing some cognitive behavioral therapy, which I'm looking forward to. And then I spoke to the endocrinologist. So I had 2 doctors looking after my thyroid and thyroid nodules. So I had the endocrinology surgeon and then the endocrinologist, because at some points my thyroid stimulating hormone was low. But I had the call with the endocrinologist, and she said that my thyroid seems to be functioning normally. They're still going to monitor the nodule. Like I said in a couple vlogs ago, I'm going for another ultrasound in March to see if it's grown, but function-wise, everything's good there, which is positive. And then I had a call with my neurologist because with the whole liver thing, some of my medication I know can impact my liver, but when I spoke to him on the phone today, he doesn't see a reason why that is connected, because there's other levels of, there's other enzymes that he would be monitoring for the one medication that I'm on that can impact my liver, and that medication wouldn't impact bilirubin levels. So he told me that they're gonna wait and see the liver ultrasound, and if the liver's normal, then it could be something with my blood. So he's still not sure. He spoke with my oncologist, which I'm happy to hear that they are collaborating on this, and he's going to touch base with me next week. And it's just a lot. My platelet counts are still okay for chemo, but now with the whole liver thing, I'm not sure if my oncologist will let me do chemo on Monday, so I will have to wait until tomorrow when I have a phone call with her to see what she says about that. But yeah, it's definitely not another thing that I need, but I'm glad that they are being proactive about it. And when I did look on the portal for the ultrasound, it did say that the appointment is urgent, which is a little concerning, but also I'm glad that they're being proactive, like I said, and getting it done as soon as possible and getting to the bottom of it. I haven't started any of my supplements yet, so I'm gonna wait until the whole liver issue is sorted, and I'm making sure to communicate with all parts of my team on everything. So I'm feeling more supported, which is good. And like I said, I'm happy that my neurologist is now involved, because with the myasthenia gravis, he obviously has a lot of input. He did tell me to hold off on my subcutaneous IVIG, which, if you're new to my channel and you don't know, I also have myasthenia gravis, which is an autoimmune neuromuscular disease that causes weakness in voluntary muscles. So I'm on 3 different medications, and then I'm on subcutaneous IVIG, which I give myself. And he said it would be rare for there to be a correlation between the bilirubin levels and the subcutaneous IVIG. He said it would be more likely if I was doing IVIG, so like actually going to the hospital and getting it through an IV. So a lot this week has happened. I also had a healing journey session, which I've mentioned before in my vlogs, that my local cancer resource center offers. So that was good today, and not sure what else I'm gonna get up to today, but that is my update from today. I know this vlog is like very chatty, but it's also a lot of things that were unexpected and lots of health updates.
Only took one look and now it's falling. I knew it from the moment that I saw. Ocean eyes so deep.
So today is Sunday, and I just wanted to come on here and end the vlog, but before I do, I have an update. So I got my liver ultrasound results back later Friday afternoon, and they didn't find anything, which my oncologist said was what was expected. But now I'm learning that the reason she ordered it in the first place is to give it to the liver specialist, sort of as like a baseline. So told me not to worry about it, but obviously that's easier said than done, but I'm not going to worry about it. I see the liver specialist November 8th, so in a couple of weeks, and see what's going on with the whole bilirubin situation. I also got the okay to do chemotherapy tomorrow, so I am going to be doing my 3rd round, I guess you call it, of the vinorelbine, and then I will have a week off. And also, on Saturday was the last day of the first month of the oral cyclophosphamide, so now I'm off that for a week. So I just thought I would update that before I end this vlog, and the next vlog will be another chemo vlog. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give this video a like, and if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and I will see you in the next one.